my New England Patriots select Jimmy Garoppolo, quarterback, Eastern Illinois.
New England sending QB Jimmy Garoppolo to 49ers for a second-round draft pick.
Do I think they made a mistake? I think they're looking back at it now saying, yes, they did make a mistake.
Jimmy Garoppolo, the sky's the limit for this cat.
49ers quarterback has agreed to an extension that is the biggest deal in the history of the National Football League.
Also lost their franchise quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, who tore his ACL trying to extend a play and is now out for the year.
You know, I want to be out there with the guys, battling, you know, preparing throughout the week and everything, and we'll get back there next year.
So maybe there was a cool, elaborate, fun story, hype, build-up video to this in the intro, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing my voice because I'm lazy. Whatever it may be, this is our 49ers franchise for Madden 20, and we have got big plans. 78 overall team is actually a lot higher than I thought we were going to start off with. So the first episode, as most franchises are, will be just showing the roster off. So Deebo Samuel, not going to lie, a little disappointed. You know, this is going to be a realistic style, I believe. However, realistic in the terms of me being a coach and it not being too crazy. The traits are insane. They're absolutely insane. He's decently fast, great jumping. He's got a lot of potential. You know, 5'11", maybe a little slow for that height, but there's a lot of other speed around the team. Marquise Goodwin, honestly, bro, you look like hell. He actually, like, look at his eyes. He actually looks like he may die. He's 28, which I had no idea that was the case. Insane athlete, of course, the Olympian himself. Pettis, another fast player, star development as well. 23 years old, you know, obviously rookie last year. Super fast. I mean, not super fast, but pretty damn fast. Great jumping, once again, another athletic player. Rather jukey, I suppose. Looking at the running backs, they definitely took a look at that position. Carlos Hyde is no longer. We do have 3 running backs that you could all debate that all 3 could be starters. And this is going to be an interesting one. Who do we actually want? Do we want Breida, the 24-year-old, rather young guy? Do we want McKinnon, a fast guy, not the super, not the youngest guy in the world? Or Tevin Coleman, who would probably be the fastest out of the bunch? Tevin Coleman, kind of a receiving back. He can get it all done if he has to. It's going to be a close one. We're going to have to, monitor this closely because they are all very similar in style. Looking at the offensive line, that's easily the biggest issue we have. Weston Richburg, who I believe has a pretty expensive contract considering he's a 70 overall. A 5-year contract worth $40 million just about. Rather expensive considering, once again, you can see he's only a 70 overall. What's his actual stats? I mean, this is not a good look for us. Joe Staley, of course, he's 35. The best lineman we have is old as hell. And then on top of it, they added McGlinchey in the draft, who's already 24. Of course, the shining star on offense, besides Marquise Goodwin, has to go to George Kittle, an absolute freak of nature. 25 years old, looking a little like Ron Weasley, can't lie, but still a freak nonetheless. Superstar X Factor. Here is his stat line. Potentially the freakiest athlete in Madden at the tight end position. Gronk is no longer. Noah Fant's fast, but he's lacking a lot of stats. Kittle is a beast. Here is his X Factor ability. Rack receivers fight for every possible yard after making a catch. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate on rack catches against single coverage. You have to make 20-yard receptions, and then consecutive passes not targeted will knock him out. His superstar ability is grab and go. After securing a catch, ball carriers with this ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed. And then route apprentice. Players with this ability have access to 4 additional hot routes regardless of where they line up. So George Kittle, definitely a beast. The best option we have on offense. We do have another big name, of course, with Nick Bosa hidden, and I believe he does have superstar development trait. A little bit on the slower side, but great acceleration. He's going to still have to be a workup piece. We kind of came into this thinking he was going to be a god-tier player, and, this this young Niners defensive line is considered one of the best in the league already, even though they haven't really even played yet together. You, of course, have the acquisition of D Ford, which is, was it a little pricey? Maybe. I don't know. But he's a decent player, so he may have single-handedly ruined his team's going to the Super Bowl trip. But things happen, I guess, right? Buckner, another really good player, super underrated. A lot of the strength for our team, not super great. I can't lie. It's not there. It's not necessarily there. We do have Richard Sherman with Superstar X Factor. He's 31, however. He's getting old, okay? He may be converted to safety before you know it. Very aware, good stamina. A beast of a player. Let's take a look at his ability. Shutdown defenders. Shutdown defenders have the talent to erase receivers from the game. When they enter the zone, their coverage is tighter and interceptions are more frequent on contested catches. Forcing completions gets him into his zone. Allowing a certain amount of yards will knock him out. Speaking of out, zoned out. Defenders with this ability force more and catch knockouts and react quicker in zone coverage. And then pick artists. Defenders with this ability have higher chance to catch uncontested interceptions. And they have unlimited stamina on the return using a special move, or until using a special move or breaking a tackle, which kind of negates the whole point because you pretty much have to make a move to break a tackle anyways to get free. Jason Verrett, another really decent name. I know these guys are kind of on the older side, but they paid Jason Verrett a very low contract. It was a 1-year deal. Definitely, definitely a player to look at. Tart, another guy on the aging side. Don't know what regression's like this year, but anywhere in the 27-plus range, that's when I start to worry about the age a little bit. Tart, pretty damn fast, decent player, could play corner if needed to, but this team's got a decent bit of corner, so we're fine there. Adrian Colbert, or Colbert, whatever he wants to go by, 6'2", 25 years old. Actually, a guy I didn't really think about, kind of under the radar. Pretty decent, actually. Pretty decent player. Looking at the linebacking core, Fred Warner, a youngster, 22 years old, pretty decently fast. And then Quan Alexander, a big acquisition for them, 25 years old, super, super fast. Just a great player and going to be a fun user right out the gate. Jimmy Ward, a guy that really hasn't worked out, but I guess he's supposedly a decent role player. Witherspoon, another big, tall guy to fit with good old Sherm. Solomon Thomas could be a guy that could be on his way out. We can't really start everyone. We don't really need backups too much. Maybe be able to get ourselves a new linebacker. I know Malcolm Smith's on the aging side. Once again, another fast linebacker. I'm not going to complain about it, but another guy that definitely is on the older side. And then the last guy that we probably should have showed in the beginning, Jimmy Garoppolo, 27 years of old, star development. Not really that fast. Okay throwing stats. Really not sure what we're going to do with him because, once again, he did get extended to a very, very hefty deal, which worries the hell out of me, but that means he's going to be the starting quarterback for the future. Tevin Coleman and company going to be in that starting, caliber. I would say one of these two guys would be the starting player. But there's some age on this team. There's obviously tons and tons of gaps that can be filled. It's going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to using Nick Bosa a bit. Same with Kittle. Kittle's definitely one of my favorite players here. And then Goodwin's going to be fun. I just hope he lasts as long as possible. And yeah, I want to see how Sherman plays because obviously he's already pretty slow right out the gate, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. Robbie Gould, actually one of the best players on the team as well, an 85 overall. That hairline's pretty damn accurate, I suppose, but I guess kinda. He's a peculiar-looking guy, I suppose. I don't know. That's really all I've got. Let's see if we can maybe make some trades before we head out of this. See if there's any guys on the trade block. Any realistic moves you can make. Let's see the free agents, by the way. I know Mike Daniels probably isn't going to be in there right out the gate. Eric Berry, I would like to sign here, but let's be honest, it's not going to be a super realistic move, so So we trade a 5th round this and a 7th round next year for Josh Jones. There's obviously been reports that Josh Jones is not happy that the Packers have drafted another safety, which is obviously a position he plays, but more importantly, a spot he was hoping to earn the starting role in. I'm not saying he's going to earn the starting role here. However, there may be a vacancy on the outside linebacker position, and maybe we give him a shot there. He's kind of built for the job. At a 68 overall, I think he's actually pretty decent. He has a lot of potential. The block shedding would be the main issue. Obviously, coverage isn't great, but either is Malcolm Smith. So the block shedding definitely would be the biggest concern. Outside of that, though, he has a lot of upside and honestly may have a very good chance to earn the starting role. So we have to get into the reporter. I am assigned to cover the Niners. Hopefully you have a healthy season. Best of luck. Game day goal is to finish our first preseason game. We will get to that next episode. I think next episode will probably be a preseason game and then maybe a regular season. Depends on how we want to take it. Obviously, we'll be into that. So player development. Robbie Gould wants to talk about a player. Before we get too far into the preseason, I want to offer my 2 cents. I think we should get our rookies as much playing time as possible this preseason. All right. Do I ask about these development traits? What? Don't. It's like a Pokemon game or something. Like, I was trying to say ask about it, as in like I was trying to like make it seem like I was interested. You know. The guy plays an elite level all year. There's a good chance his dev will up. His dev trait. Wow, it's almost like it's called dev instead of development all the time. I hate you guys. I honestly, sometimes, I don't even know. Once in a while, after a player has a great game, have an opportunity to prove his dev trait mid-season. And if it succeeds, it can change the trajectory of his whole career. That's how powerful they are. That's what he just said, basically. Interesting. Interesting stuff. So, of course, speaking of dev traits, that obviously affects, any player, really, especially if they're a part of that whole, specified player thing. Maybe Deebo Samuel could be classified as one of those guys, but obviously the main guy they would be talking about would be Nick Bosa, obviously with his hidden development, with Superstar Dev at minimum. We're hoping we can get this man to Superstar X Factor by the end of the season. There's a lot of guys with a lot of potential. Buckner, Armstead, Quan, Fred, Colbert maybe. Offensively, we've got a couple of players as well that have a good chance to really, make an impact, get their development up quickly, and become better than we would expected going into this little analysis video. But looking at training players, the main guys you'd be looking to upgrade would be Bosa, Deebo. Maybe we'll take a look at Jalen Hurd, actually. I really didn't give him a fair shake, so we'll have to give him a look. Is there anyone else? Like McGlinchey would be nice, but he's already a decent overall. Everyone in the world is a star. I think maybe like a Fred Warner would be nice, I think, because he's pretty damn young. I think that's fair. We'll do this. We'll do this, actually. The biggest position we want to upgrade is probably wide receiver and O-line, even though we don't have a great young O-line. We'll go with verticals on offense and then D-line linebacker, I suppose. All right, Jimmy, it's time to make the comeback. Show the potential was real. Show us what you can do with a full season. You can throw that inside. Not a bad release for any, by any means. Jimmy's got a few options. He's got Marquise, who's, a burner. He's, one step down from Tyreek Hill. He's got Kittle, potentially the best tight end in the league. His offensive line's a little rough, but his tackle position's decent. He's got some fast running backs, a lot of interchangeable guys. With the amount of depth they have at that position, how fast they are. Oh, crap, I didn't know there was... Damn it. There's a good chance that, teams could get worn out very easily. What's the goal? Okay, throw it to the outside receivers. Did you just see the blocking there? Trial complete. No, we're redoing that. We want gold, don't we? Or did they change it this year? I'm getting gold, damn it. And that's Jimmy Garoppolo for you, folks. We get a silver because Jimmy isn't very good. the practice till we get a gold, which is super fun. Can't wait. And by prevent the touchdown, they mean 4 downs, don't they? Yay. So what happens if they run out of time? Is that going to be like a GG to the AI? Get out of the way. So that's a success. Ah, the clock does reset. Damn it, son. Ah, crap. He looks like he's on ice. That's all I'm saying. Why does the camera always reset? This is the camera everyone plays on, no? Why is it so high up? That better just be like a practice mode. There we go. Lock him out. He's run out of time. Success. Oh, they run out of clock. Nice. He's in some trouble. It's 3rd down. It's 4th down now. We can get gold on. Oh, we actually won. Never mind. Success has been had. Are you actually like a for real? Like, why? Like, how does the game break already? Or maybe it was. Maybe I was allowed to leave there because it did say training complete. I believe I seen that as I was backing out to the main menu. All right, it says training complete, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's complete. But yeah, that pretty much, episode 1 pretty much in the books. If you guys are interested in the series, leave it, let me know by leaving a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you're new. Suggest in the comment section anything you want, really, from Madden 20. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to see a certain player. He's a low overall. It's a fair trade. Or, hey, you better get throws to Matt Breida. I want some catches from that man. Anything at all, let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.